I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I am very careful with some things, extremely careful with some things. In 1 Samuel chapter 6, verse 19, if you start from verse 1, you will see that the Philistines had captured the Ark of Covenant because of the iniquities of the sons of Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas. And they carried the Ark of Covenant, which represents the presence of God, and put the Ark of Covenant in front of Dagon, the god of the Philistines. And when they came the next day, Dagon was bowing down before the Ark. They steadied Dagon. By the next time they came, Dagon's hands and legs were broken. And they took the Ark around all the 5 Philistine cities. And each of them they took the Ark to, there was disaster, plagues. And then they consulted the priest of the Philistines. And the priest of the Philistines said they should return the Ark and that they must put a sin offering in the Ark. So they made golden images of mice and one other thing and put them in the Ark. And then they carried the Ark and put on a cart and tied the cart to cows that were breastfeeding. And they took the breastfeeding, they took the young calves and kept them away from the mother cows that were breastfeeding. The psychology is that in zoology, those breastfeeding cows will want to go back to their young calves. But if they went straight to Israel, it means that there's a supernatural force that has hacked the brain of the cows and made them to go towards Israel. So they did that. And as the children of Israel saw the ark, when it stood still, as it got to a point, Beth Shemesh, they celebrated, they offered sacrifices, they danced. But some oversabi Jewish people, members of the church committee, and human rights activists of the church decided to go and check, do an inventory of the Ark of Covenant. And they went there and opened it to inspect. And for doing that, God killed a lot of them. The Bible says it was a slaughter. And the children of Israel cried and they were scared. And they sent for Obed-Edom to come and take the ark away. What are the lessons? Number one, the ark was carried because of the sins of the nation of Israel, the priesthood. Number two, God fought his own battles with the presence of the ark in the Philistines. He defeated their God and plagued their cities. The Philistines willingly returned the ark, and the animals obeyed the instructions of the ark of the presence of God, contrary to their zoological nature. Now listen, when all this was taking place, the children of Israel were not there. And so they wanted to take an inventory of the ark to make sure it was intact. And God killed them. Killed them. I read the sociology of the Old Testament a lot. Now listen. The Philistines could open the ark and put things inside. But you, who has an intimate relationship with God, who knows what is forbidden, concerning the ark, you should have known better. Don't do the things unbelievers do. Don't imitate them. I fear the glory of God. And they went there and did as unbelievers did. What God would tolerate with a sinner, with an unbeliever, he might not tolerate with you. He said, those whom I love, I chastise. Chastise is to flog. Please, in all the things going wrong in the church, it is not my duty as Dr. Charles Apoki to probe into these denominations and these pastors and start trying to enforce discipline or even cancel. I think after now, I'll just do one video and let God handle his church. He say, I will build my church. Please, every person in this dispensation, with all the criticisms and investigations, please know your limits. He is an awesome God. He's a fearful God, and he's a consuming fire. I am not threatening any person, but experience has shown me over the years that these are treacherous waters, and we must tread with caution. Leave church people and their, once I give my offering, I do what I'm doing. I don't run church. I just leave them with their policies and their whatever they are formulating. I can give counsel, but I leave the details to them. Now them sabi. Don't put another person's, don't take Panadol for another person's headache. You have enough businesses to do and enough challenges in your private businesses. Face them. Live your life well. Serve God on your own. Go to church. Listen. Live there. Don't be in the committee or whatever to commit yourself into trouble. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. One of the easiest way to get into trouble is through the church.